Hello everyone, this is Rookie and welcome back to Winds of Change. Let's continue where we last left off, shall we? We're in here.
The true reach of spirits. It is a widely held on scribe.
Oh.
On Alesti.
Hey.
Hello. Oh, we've already talked. Okay, Okay, how do we go back outside? No, that's not it. Okay, back to Main Street. I must be blessed with peaceful neighbors. I've never heard a single peep come from next door. Fontaine is loud, but thankfully he lives across the street. With him next door, I'd probably die of sleep deprivation.
Aw, are you thinking about me? I saw the way you looked at me just now. Give it to me straight. What's going on?
I was thinking about how much fun you must be.
I guess you could say that, yeah. Being a scribe in training is pretty hard work. It's fun to unwind after everything is said and done.
Define unwind for you. He laughs and turns away from me. There's a hint of a blush on his face, but he covers it. Oh, he's liking me. He's quite reckless in his youth, but isn't almost everyone. It's true. This is Fontaine's house, and it's in tip-top condition. It looks brand new. He must take very good care of it. As I get closer, I notice a book left out on his porch. It has his name on the front, so I can only assume it's his own work.
Visions and paintings. A vision from the spirits is apparently more like a painting. When a vision is over, a seer or seeress can often vividly recall the bigger picture, while smaller elements are lost in translation. For example, if the vision was about the death of a villager, that part would be clear. However, how they died and what reaction each individual villager had to their death would be unclear. Instead of knowing this information, it is more like a gut feeling or a single interpretation of the events. In some cases, it is as if the spirits send us a single picture of an event, and the seer or seeress goes on to act it out in a dream in whatever way they can make sense of it. If at any time there was more than one seer or seeress, it is likely that their interpretations of each vision would be vastly different. But as there is only one seer or seeress at a time, we will never be able to put this to the test. Instead, the scribe discusses each vision in depth with the seer or seeress, and they come to an agreeable interpretation. Oftentimes, the smaller elements are disregarded, and only the bigger picture is given any credence. Using the death as an example, we would only assume a death is coming to Valinorth. Digging into why it was going to happen would be impossible. Although, as the spirit's ability to reach out to us and communicate slowly increases over time, we have to wonder if soon these visions will be concrete, and interpretations would become a thing of the past. Fortaime.
Okay.
Isn't that cool to think about, Seer? The spirits are artists, and your mind is the canvas. There's so much work required in interpreting visions. Of course, the spirits grow stronger every day. It's already gotten to a point where a scribe is near useless. I have more volumes written on the subject. I'm sure you'll find them. Can you believe how much stronger they've gotten, though? I wrote this book years ago and it's almost outdated. We've been able to witness so much growth in one generation.
The higher up you live, the more you have to pay. Houses up there with great views are way too expensive. Of course, the elder happily lives above everybody else. Thankfully, that's not reflected in the way he treats us. I noticed the streams of water are in full flow today. We siphon off water from falls higher up in the mountains. That's how we fill the water tank each and every day. Each morning, every citizen does a water run, so to speak. These runs are a requirement for everyone in Valinorth. Without them, the tank would overflow and flood our village. Ooh, yeah, that would be bad. I should do mine before it gets too late, actually. One person might not matter, but that's a bad mentality. We already looked at that, we already looked at this, we already looked at that. We already looked at that. What's this one? That's Valinorth's post office at the end of the road. Village-wide notices are posted there, and we all have boxes. Sometimes it's easier to catch someone by mail when they're busy. I haven't checked my box in a while, but I rarely get any messages. I only really interact with Valessa and Fortaime. Or Fortaime. Fortaime. We can't really... Sorry, I can't read. I'm kidding. I can read, I'm just making up words in my head. We can't carry out our duties unless we're together in person. If I got mail from someone else, it would likely be junk. If Mylus needed me, he'd come to me in person too.
There's a village-wide notice posted about your induction. I think you'll have quite the audience later tonight, Seer. There's a big party planned afterwards too, dancing and all.
That sounds pretty awesome. I hope we're attending. Dancing isn't really my thing. Would you care to dance with me, Fortaime? Aw. In real life, me would say dancing is not really my thing. But since this is the kind of romance novel, I'm gonna go with the third one. Would you care to dance with me, Fortaime?
Whoa, you really have to think that one through. This is the most important day of your life. Are you sure you want to do that with me?
Yeah, I'd love to.
If you're certain, then I'd love to. Maybe I'll even give you a refresher course. I'm assuming you don't get to do much dancing.
No, I only know a little bit. Alright, so I am definitely going on the 14 path, but hey, I'll try to flirt with the others, because I'm going on the flirty path. What is this above me? Oh, I often see Fortaime up here, just passing the time. Climbing the trees of Valinorth is his #1 hobby. He always talks about how he'll climb the grand trees one day. There's that. There's that. There's that. 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 What else am I missing? Can't go to Mylus' house. Can't go to a great tree. There's exit. Oh, Town Square is next. Okay. Is there anything else we need to check out, or that's it?
Visions and paintings.
I wonder why the spirits are getting stronger. Or maybe their grip on my mind is getting stronger. Either way, a lot of books on them are outdated. Even Fortaime is struggling to catch up.
Visions and paintings. A vision from the...
Oh, we already read that. Okay. Saw that. We saw that.
A bit bigger than my house, but mine has more rooms. Which is better, though? The master has spoken. Aw, are you thinking about me? I guess you could say that, yeah.
Does this mean I'm does this X in the corner, bottom right corner mean I'm missing something? I don't know. I don't know. Let's just check town square for now. The town square is a serene and beautiful place, like usual. A far cry from how I saw it in last night's vision. I take a deep breath and relax. We're all safe.
Hey, nice to see you again. I was starting to worry you might be late. Thankfully, we still have time to spare.
Valessa. She runs up to me and gives me a tight hug. Aww. I glanced over at Fortaime and he peers at me. Oh no! No, Fortaime! It's not what you think!
Oh my, is this a hint of romance I see? And in public too? People will start to talk.
Fortaime, I've been flirting with you this entire time. Don't even get started. Come on. I mean, Valessa's cute too. Oh god. Great. I like Valessa and I like Fortaime. Oh god. Problems of being bisexual. Lovely. Alright, anyway.
Shut it, Fortaime! Nobody asked you. I was just excited to see the Seer. Remember how special today is?
At least ask before hugging me. No, that's mean. She's just enthusiastic for team. This is a thumbs up for me. So what if there's something? So what if there's something between us? I don't comment on rumors and speculations. Safe. I did not have sexual relations with that woman. I'm kidding. You know what? I'm gonna be flirty. So what if there's something between us?
Whoa, I was just joking around. If you're serious, then I'm kinda jealous.
Oh.
But I guess there's more important matters at hand. Sorry for getting sidetracked. I'm all over the place. Do your thing. I'll be waiting over there by the tank.
He runs off to the water tank and rests against it. He's definitely out of earshot, so I can talk to Valessa. We need to meet up with Mylus so they can hear about my vision.
I swear, Fortaime can be so insufferable. Be glad you don't work with him as much as I do. He keeps things interesting, to say the least.
Yeah, he's kind of annoying. No, he's not annoying. I like Fortaime. He's just too adorable. That's all. Hey, don't be so harsh on the guy. That's something I would say. Actually, I kind of have a thing for him. Can't we all just get along? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? This is gonna be the messiest playthrough ever. I'm gonna be messy. Actually, I kind of have a thing for him.
You mean you and Fortaime? Trust me, that's the last thing I expected to hear. Just one of the many things that don't add up today. Fortaime would never willingly walk away from us. He'd only do that if he's not allowed to listen in. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but you had a vision, didn't you?
Yeah, a really bad one, Valessa.
Oh, really? I knew something was off. You seemed different. I didn't want to bring it up, but now I know why.
Yeah.
Should we go to the Grand Tree then? It might be good to discuss this in private. If I tell the villagers, they won't bother us.
No, we need to get to Mylus, and fast.
Whoa, you're starting to creep me out, Seer. Involving the Elder? That's very serious.
Oh, this is bad. This is bad. Ulrich died, and then I died. This is bad.
But I trust your judgment. I really do. Let's grab Fortaime and head to Mylus' place. If it's actually that bad, you should be there with us.
If I didn't die within that vision, I wouldn't say it's that bad. No, actually, no, it still would have been bad, because Ulrich would have died.
Just promise me one thing. Do your best to keep calm. Some of the villagers are already looking your way. If they see you freaking out, they'll freak out too.
Uh-oh. Gotcha. Valessa has joined your party. Valessa has now permanently joined your party. Yay! Like before, new content has been unlocked in old areas. But a new feature, Parallel Chronicles, has also been unlocked. Ooh. Okay. The world of Valessa is a living, breathing place, so the story takes place from the perspective of the large cast character is always up to something. Okay. Oh, sure. Let's definitely check out this subplot. View Parallel Chronicle Denmark 1? Yes. Please. Demek and Ulrich gather in the town square morning. The road to Valinorth must be... the road to Valinorth would be long and fraught with danger. But this time, Demek was certain he sent the right man.
Are you sure you'll be okay on your own? It's not too late to ask for some escorts.
Yes, Demek, stop asking. I'll be fine. And I'm well aware of the dangers. Bringing more people would just put them in harm's way.
Well, forgive me for caring. I just wanted to make sure you're comfortable. If the attack is imminent, you'll have to rush.
I expect it'll take me under a day. I'll arrive in the dead of night or maybe early morning. Seeking out the Seer will be the first thing I do.
Fantastic, then things will go perfectly. Make sure to give the rest of the town a heads up. You can all evacuate together. You'll blend right in. But remember, you need to stop by Mylus and grab the blade. Otherwise, the Triumvirate will seize it when they attack. If I'm honest, I don't think we stand a chance without it.
I can't believe they're attacking Valinorth. The occupation of Mazeo is still so fresh. Thankfully, they haven't found us yet.
Right under their noses, just as we should be. I'm going to meet with the mayor after this, actually. I'll see about fully claiming those underground tunnels. Whatever they were digging for, they've stopped. I think it would make a fine base of operations. Getting the deed shouldn't be too difficult.
Wait, you mean we'll have a new home? No more sleeping on the hard tavern floor?
Never again. It's time we get established. I have some large shoes to fill as the general. The first step is finding us a fitting home.
Good, I'm glad to hear it. But one last thing before I go. Is it true what I've heard about Mylus?
Absolutely, so please be kind to him. He'll be a valuable ally in the coming days. Best of luck on your vacation, Ulrich.
Trust me, I wish that's what it was. But I'll try retrieving the Seer and the blade as soon as possible. Good luck with the mayor. I think you'll need it. But coming back to a home with an actual battle plan? It's starting to feel like our cause has some real weight to it. I feel bad for doubting you, Demek. You're doing a great job.
Interesting. Alright, so that's their perspective. Alright, let's check out this evil guy's perspective. View Parallel Chronicles Solve 1, yes. Savi entered the chambers of the Triumphant unprompted. For Halen had extracted the information they desired. They raised their hoods and turned to him, scoffing. A hint of aggression on their quickly concealed faces.
Sylvie, what is the meaning of this intrusion?
Halen has finished his interrogation, Masters. I thought it would be wise to relay the results. Unless you were plotting behind our backs.
We would never do such a thing. Information is granted to you as we see fit. If you are left in the dark, it is not permanent. But please, tell us what Galen discovered. We have a feeling our theories are similar.
Yes, of course. The Exodus Wielder is located in Valinorth. I am ready to launch our attack at a moment's notice.
Is that what the blades call Exodus Wielder?
Good. Then it is time you hear the rest. Valinorth is just a small part of our larger plan. We see no more reason to withhold this information.
That much was obvious, Masters. Why did you keep it from me for so long? Halen and I are more than loyal enough.
Sophie, this is not a matter of loyalty. We are sure you'll understand when you hear. It would not be wise to doubt our word.
Yes. My apologies. Nobody likes being left in the dark. I will ensure my words sound less doubtful.
Look at Tommy playing. Look at Tommy being a good boy to these Triumphants. Then again, the Triumphants are the one with the most information and knowledge, so yeah, I don't blame him acting like this.
If there is a greater plan at play, I am honored. I find no greater pleasure than serving your cause. So please, tell me what you wish, and it will happen.
We've led you to believe that Valinorth is our goal. However, it is just the beginning of a much larger plan. Today, you will learn the true nature of the spirit realm.
Alright. There's a book sitting here. It's wet and stained. Most likely water damage due to its proximity to the tank. When I approached it, Fortaime laughs and apologizes to me.
Sorry, I think I dropped that when I was waiting. It's something I picked up from Mylus' house a few days ago. You're free to take it. I have no use for it anymore.
Alright, bet.
Mysterious Mazeo. When the Triumvirate occupied Mazeo almost 20 years ago, many people wondered if they did so with an ulterior motive. On the surface, it looked like they wished to rid the region of piracy and those who would break the law. While it worked, many believed that the Triumvirate was slowly becoming tyrannical. There is one very peculiar thing, however. Their general, or mayor, is almost never seen, and the same goes for the honor guard they've placed in Mazeo. Hundreds of soldiers, almost never walking in the light of day. Instead, I've had several reports tell me that they dig in the night, deep underground, as if they're searching for something of importance. Could this be what they wanted Mazeo for? I've branched out of Valinorth and started corresponding with some people of note in Mazeo. It seems that even if it had a positive impact, many are against the idea of a forceful occupation. One city, and then the world. I suspect that the people in opposition will soon form their own army. It seems like they want to take Mazeo away from the Triumvirate and place it back in the hands of the people. A noble cause, I say. Valinorth must never meet Mazeo's fate. The Elder of Valinorth.
Oh, interesting. Okay. It appears to be written by Mylus' father, the previous elder.
Mysterious.
Oh, we already read that. Okay. There's buckets lined up right beside the faucets. In my haste, I didn't even drink or eat breakfast. Should I wait until I'm free to drink, or put your mouth under the tap and drink? Go thirsty for an indeterminate amount of time.
I saw you staring down that faucet. Trust me, I've been tempted more than once. But the villagers need a better example.
Yep, so I'm not gonna drink it. I did good.
I saw you staring down that faucet.
Water runs down the side of the tanks at a steady rate. That's a sign that it's gotten full and requires attention. For a moment, I'm glad that so much water is in the center of Valinorth. If we could somehow redirect the flow, it could easily combat fire. It all started when the Fire Nation attacked. I'm kidding. Houses near the tank are reserved for the elderly. Something about minimizing travel time to our water source. That's nice. Of course, houses near here are way too humid to be comfortable. Oh. But for some reason, they don't complain and happily reside inside. Well, yeah.
Try not to waste too much time here, Seer. I'm dressed in layers, and this humidity is gross. Wouldn't want to ruin my outfit before your ceremony.
Oh. Sorry. Oops. These eaves carry water from the falls to the tank. It's completely self-sustaining and requires little upkeep. We just have to empty the tank each morning to get our fill. It's something we can't live without, so it never goes unused.
Hey, I guess you didn't get to do your water run. You should do it as soon as you get a chance. I finished mine up just before you got here.
Oh, nice. Is that it? Is that it for real? Alright, let's go to Mylus' house then. We enter Mylus' house with an aura of purpose. Though they didn't know what I saw, they knew it was important. We see him shuffling papers at his table, oblivious to our existence.
Hey, Mylus. We need to have a word.
He doesn't seem to respond and continues his business. Fortaime seems anxious and taps his foot on the floor. A few moments later, Valessa gives up and interjects.
Mylus, snap out of it. We need to talk about something important.
She slams a fist down on the table, startling Mylus. He jumps back a few feet in fright and then laughs. Whatever he was looking at, it fully engrossed him.
You know what they say about death, right? When we die, we go on to live in the realm of spirits. With that logic, spiritual energy should be infinite.
You look very interesting.
I'm not really sure how to respond to that. I mean, we've had seers and scribes for thousands of years. I'm pretty sure we'll have them for thousands more to come.
Depends on how our society's gonna change.
Wouldn't that be beautiful? Sorry for rambling, but we should all have a seat. I'm afraid things aren't going to go as planned.
The way he said beautiful reminds me of a certain character from DRV3. A very kind of weird, interesting character in a weird way. Anyway, let's continue on. He motions to the back of his house, a carpet area. With no chairs in sight, it looks like we be sitting on the floor. We make our way over there, questioning just what he meant.
I think we were going to say the same thing to you. I mean, the seer had a vision last night. A big one. Hopefully, we have enough time to get through all of this.
Well, unfortunately, I'm past the point of subtlety. So, in the interest of time, I'll get right to it. The induction ceremony is henceforth cancelled.
Oh! Well, okay, there was no point in me getting dressed in. Alright. Aww.
What? You can't be serious. You hype us all up and take it away? There better be an explanation for this.
Oh, he's upset about this. Fortaime is fuming with anger and very upset. I guess Mylus was right, plans have changed. But the timing, along with my vision, was odd.
What's going on here, Mylus?
I'm afraid that's a very complicated answer. Let's back things up a few moments. Seer, tell us about the vision you had.
I took a deep breath as we all sat down. That was the moment I told them everything. How Valinorth was destroyed by the Triumphant. I told him about the blaze and the agony. How the man who led the attack had a mystical blade. Not only did it kill Uruk, but it killed me as well. When I finished my story, I met with silence. They look amongst themselves in shock and confusion. That's fine. It was a lot to process all at once. Yes. You were the last survivor of my vision before I died, Valessa. You survived, but everybody else died. Well, except for the main antagonist, of course. Yeah, this is some crazy stuff. This is like when Alex from Founders Nation was telling the people that the plane was going to explode, and everyone looked at him like crazy, but he was actually right. This is like one of those crazy moments.
Just as I expected. It was only a matter of time before you saw it. That is, if the spirits truly cared about our protection.
I don't know.
Wait, slow down a minute. How do we know nothing was lost in translation? Remember how abstract visions are known to be?
I can confirm that an attack is imminent. Besides, Valessa, you know visions aren't like that. The spirits have gotten strong enough. That's no longer an issue.
But this can't be true.
I wish it wasn't, but I think it's gonna happen.
It is. And unfortunately, it's just the start. But there are still some important matters at hand. Before I send you off, I'll tell you everything.
Mylus, do you know a way to prevent this? Because if we can prevent this, that means we don't have to worry about Valinorth. We can prevent war. Shoot. He smiles at each of us before taking a deep breath. I think he knows something. Maybe he's got a little backup plan or something, maybe. I noticed large bags under his eyes. Signs of unrest. Oh, he's been not getting a lot of sleep. I know that feeling. He must have been living with this secret for a while. Oh.
I didn't want to tell you until you needed to know. I'm just lucky that this vision waited until I was ready. The Triumvirate wants to occupy Valinorth, as they did Mazeo.
Jeez, the Triumvirate are really conquerors, aren't they?
I know what you three lost in Mazeo, and I'm sorry, but what they plan to bring to Valinorth is far, far worse. Punishment for my father's involvement with the rebellion.
Ah, okay, I see. Just like that empty armor seemed to imply. So Valinorth did have some relation to the rebellion. And it wasn't just during Mylus' short reign either.
We're supposed to be nonpartisan.
So, neutral? Is that what she meant? So you're trying to say we're supposed to be neutral?
Yeah, that's our whole deal. Why would your father do that to us?
Unless his father knows something going on with the other, what was it? The Triumphant or the other kingdom or other government, whatever. If he knew something was going on that it was very wrong, then yeah, I would understand why his father joined the rebellion. But other than that, I don't know.
I'll never forgive you, Mylus. Your father is responsible for all of this? He betrayed Valinorth the moment he helped them.
Wait, hold up. His father might have a good reason. Wait a minute. I know it sounds like he doomed the city or town, but wait a minute, he might have a good reason. I don't know. Or am I thinking of all this wrong? I don't know.
Understandable, but this is not my fault. Surely you know about my father's disappearance. But have you heard the stories of the recent rebel victory?
Oh, your father disappeared? Oh. Yeah, we can't blame it on Mylus. It's not his fault. He didn't do the action. His father did, but still.
Rebel victory?
The blade that the Seer mentioned. It was taken from the Triumvirate. Without it, they are weak and vulnerable.
Oh, that's right, I remember that.
But it was not an easy feat to accomplish. In their pursuit of the blade, many people died, including the leader of the rebellion itself.
Not Damek, not Damek, right? This has to be a previous leader, right? Or am I tripping?
The new leader, Damek,
Okay.
sent it here for safekeeping. I hid it in the grand tree where no one would find it. I want you to take it and seek out Damek in Mazeo.
Okay, so the old rebellion leader did die. It's just Damek is the new one. Okay, gotcha. So the blade is hidden in the grand tree? Oh no, what? Okay. Alright, so if I had the blade, that would be good. That means I'll be powerful. But that would be bad for Valinorth though. They'll still get attacked by the enemy. Oh my god. I'm trying to figure this out because it feels like either way Valinorth is doomed. Oh.
Hey, slow down. This makes sense to you, but it's all a blur to us. Your father was one of the men that died to get this blade?
Indeed he was, Fortaime. The rebel leader's death, my father's disappearance, I'm afraid those are intricately connected.
Huh. Oh man.
You mean...
Yes, I do. My father didn't work with the rebellion. He created it. The first allegiance in Valinorth's entire history.
Oh, no wonder. Wow, so he wasn't part of it. He created it. The father of the rebellion.
Whoa.
Yeah. It's like finding out a revelation moment. Or having a revelation moment.
He formed an allegiance with insurgents in Mazeo. Together, they grew and created a large army. Large enough to steal the Triumvirate's sacred blade.
Ah.
I don't understand why he'd do that. We're fine on our own. We always have been.
Times are changing and leaving us behind. I'm afraid that Valinorth is a dying culture, Valessa. What I am about to tell you must not leave this room.
Oh, okay.
What is it?
What's this big secret?
You know of Salberg, right? How it houses the spirit idol of Valinorth.
Salberg? Is that like a hidden city?
Yes, of course. But it's been blocked off for a long time. I've never gone to see a spirit idol in person.
Oh.
I'm afraid it might remain that way. Seer, on the eve of your birth, it went dark. Valinorth is living unlimited spiritual energy.
Wait, so did I take most of that energy when I was born? Wait, what do you mean?
There's no way I believe that, Mylus. Our connection with the spirits is eternal.
Is it truly eternal, though? I'm not sure.
I wish that were the case, Fortaime. It pains me to say this, but it's true. You are the last seer we shall ever have.
What? Oh no. Are you kidding me? So you're telling me if I die, that means if I die, that means there's no more seers of existence, whether it's male or female, there's no more. Oh my god. That's like that's like saying if you die, you're the very last Grandmaster of a secret society. If you die, that means this secret society is dead. Damn. Thanks for putting all that on my shoulders now. Lovely.
Normally, the spirit idol chooses a child. That child is imparted with a surge of spiritual energy. When they pass away, it does the same to the next generation.
God, it's oh my God, it's like, oh, if you don't have a child within our family bloodline dies. Oh my God, it's like one of those moments. It's like if you want the family to continue, you must have a child, type of deal.
But you, Seer, it gave everything to you. Like the spirit realm is making one final push. I don't know why, but I have my theories.
So they're making me the ultimate seer of all time. Ultimate. Wow. Still, a lot on my shoulders and a lot of pressure. Lovely.
It sounds like the spirits have given up on us. Perhaps we took their gift for granted and abused them. Without that idol and their energy, what will happen to us?
We'll just be basic. Or just normal. I mean, it's good to be normal, but this is one of those situations where if we don't have something with that normality, things are going to be off balance. Oof. God. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too deep or much in this, but that's what I personally think.
I expect that Valinorth will become like any other nation. We'll take history into our own hands, rather than act on guidance.
Ah, I see.
It's not a bad thing, and I don't think the spirits gave up on us.
I mean, it's good to make our own choices instead of following a certain idol to figure out what our destiny is. I mean, it's better to shape our destiny than have something choose our destiny, you know? I don't know.
In fact, I think it's the opposite. They're placing all of their hope on us. The Seer and that blade can save us all.
You know what? That's a good point. Maybe they put all that in. Whoa, sorry. That could sound very wrong out of context. They're putting all their faith in me and that blade to save us, the spirit realms. I mean.
Back to that blade again? What does that have to do with all of this?
It must be powerful. Shoot. It must be a powerful weapon, just like the great sword that King Arthur took out of the rock. What's it called? The Excalibur? Or is that the name of the castle? I don't know. Actually, let me look that up real quick. Hold on, guys. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Give me one moment. Name of sword that King Arthur pulled for the storm. Yeah, it's called the Excalibur. That's what the sword is called, the Excalibur. Yeah, I knew it.
It's not an ordinary blade, as you've been told. In order to harness it, you need remarkable strength. Or, in other words, a vast amount of spiritual energy.
So this blade is my Excalibur, and it feels like it makes me feel like I'm King Arthur. That's what it feels like right now.
Seer, I think the spirits chose you to wield this blade. To take it, join the rebels in Mazeo, and defeat the Triumvirate. I know this is asking a lot of you, but we always follow their lead. Valinorth may be attacked, but we can rebuild from the ashes. Our true goal here should be the destruction of the Triumvirate. History should be in our hands, not in the hands of unjust gods.
Oh no, Valessa. Are you thinking? Are you still trying to think of the spirit realms ways and not our own hands? Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, this is a lot to take in. Um, great. Crap. Oof, this is rough, honestly.
So that's why your father formed this alliance? To take control of our history in the spirit's absence? And to make sure the Triumvirate doesn't dictate our future?
Huh. The Triumphant look like religious leaders, though. Wait, you could be a religious dictator. Is that what the... Oh, what is that called? What is that religion called where they rule the government based on religion? No, I'm not saying Vatican City. Vatican City. That's another story. I'm talking about the one that the Aztecs used to believe on. What's it called? Theocracy? Is that what it's called? Let me look it up. Hold on. Theoc. Yeah, theocracy definition. A system of government in which priests rule in the name of God or a god. Yep. Yep, that the Aztecs definitely did that back in the day. A long time ago. When so Mexico City, so back when the Aztecs ruled that city, it was called Tenochtitlan land, something like that. Hold on, I don't know how to say that word, but it's a long word. Tenoch 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 Tenochtitlan. I think that's how you say it. I don't know how to pronounce that. Tenochtitlan. Okay. Tenochtitlan.
He wanted to strengthen our bonds with outsiders as well. Without visions, we have to take things as they come. Foresight helped us out, but we won't always have it.
Mm.
What we do have, however, is the potential of the Seer. I think that's why he sacrificed himself to get this blade. He knew that you'd be able to wield it and achieve liberation. Please, take the blade and flee to Mazeo. When the ceremony is supposed to start, I'll tell the people. They're all rounding up, so it'll be easy to evacuate.
Is there like a secret back entrance evacuation route I can take without having to go through people?
We might be a bit behind, but we'll meet in Mazeo. There's lots to plan, and little time to plan it. We'll need new homes and blades for any volunteers. As far as I can tell, this is not up for debate. If you think it is, then consider it in order from your elder. Leave as soon as you are able, and we'll meet again soon.
He stands up and walks away. Moments later, he's back to his usual business. We exchange glances with one another, overwhelmed.
Listen, I'm gonna try and be the voice of reason here. Mylus said a lot of stuff, and it could be true or false. But if an attack is coming, we should go either way.
What do you say, you up for a venture?
Especially if there's a weapon we can use. I think we should grab it from the Grand Tree first. Again, not siding with anyone here, just using logic.
I understand.
Yeah, you're right. We do the same thing, even if Mylus didn't tell us to. Find something to defend ourselves with, and leave Valinorth. But he said the spirits gave you all their power? And they cut their influence from Valinorth for good? This changes Alestia's entire history, not just our actions. I can't say I fully understand, but it makes sense. Mylus' father foresaw all this and took action. I feel hatred, but at the same time, I feel hope.
I understand. You truly believed in this, Valessa. I see why you were not feeling so well about this whole news and stuff.
Let's take this one step at a time, Valessa. We'll grab the weapon and make our way out of here. The rest can fall into place as we move on.
Oh, thank you, Fortaime. We nod and we stand up as well. With an attack on the way, we had to move. Mylus would take care of evacuating everyone else. If we got that blade first, Savi couldn't use it.
So, to the Grand Tree then? I'll try to maintain one modicum of sanity. It's not like our lives were just turned around.
I'm sure we'll manage as long as we're together. I'm not giving up on any of you. I promise.
Oh.
There's nothing we can't do if we all pitch in. Let's go to the Grand Tree and get that blade.
Nice. Oh, more backstory. Okay. View parallel chronic Damek 2. Yes. Damek conversed with Grizz, the mayor of Mazeo. There was much to be done before the rebellion could settle down. But first on his agenda was procuring the city's underground tunnels. A place to operate in secrecy would be essential to their continued success.
Come on, Grizz, this must be possible. Even their honor guard barely monitors the place. When they do, they're oblivious to our existence. If we don't push them, they won't push back. Although, one final push might be required. Either way, we need that deed as a rightful claim.
Damek, for the last time, it's not so simple. If the Triumvirate knew I was helping you, they'd kill me. I wouldn't be surprised if they damaged Mazeo as well.
I like your design. You're pretty cool, Grizz.
Oh, come on, it's not that risky. We'll operate silently. They'll never know.
Everything has a paper trail, Damek. They keep track of every step I take. At the end of the day, I'm still their general. I understand that you want those tunnels, but it would be too risky. They'd find us out. I'm not gambling with my life, understand?
Is there a way that Damek can have the tunnels without your permission? I mean, that would be illegal, but hey. You know what? Let me stop. I'm giving bad ideas right now.
With them, it's a gamble, I'll give you that. But with me, I'll have you know it's a certainty. I don't think you know how much we need those tunnels.
I wonder how far Damek would go just to get those tunnels. I mean, let's not think that far ahead. Oh my god. Let's not think that far ahead. I mean, if it comes down to that, well, I'm not going to judge him for it.
Damek, is that a threat?
Grizz, the man is smiling while blushing. I highly doubt that's a threat. I mean, if he's able to threaten you with a blush and a smile, then he's a very good sociopath. But that's another whole other story.
Of course not. We're too close for that. Close enough that you won't have to find out. I'm sure we can come to some sort of deal.
Mazeo has rubbed off on you. I'd expect such tactics from pirates, not you. I have to say, you'd need something big to woo me.
What's that supposed to mean, sir? Something big to woo you? What you want big? Money? You want money? You want a city? You want a tank? You want a car? You want me to give you the good stuff? I'm kidding. Damek walks up to the desk and places some papers down. He looked up at Grizz with a smile, who returned only shock.
They dig for 20 years and find nothing. I use my forces and we find it in days. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is it.
Damek, I don't believe this. This is what I've been looking for.
Oh?
You must tell me where it is.
A deed might sweeten the deal for me. Besides, you can report this finding to the Triumvirate. They'll be so ecstatic they won't notice anything else.
It is a big deal, and it might sate them. But they'd likely send forces here immediately. You want me to put a target on your new HQ?
Actually, their forces will be preoccupied. I have word that they're undertaking another mission. We'll have plenty of time to occupy and fortify.
I can't believe you found it, Tomek. If you want the deed, you must give me exclusive access. Nobody else can touch it. I have my plans, and that's final.
Of course, I'd be more than happy to, but you might have to wait a bit longer. Tapping into it requires some special means. But I promise you won't be waiting much longer. So please, if you would hand over the deed, and once they arrive, it's all yours.
Alright. Let's check out this one. View Parallel Chronic Solvi 2, yes. Solvi left the chambers of his masters, remaining in shock. The truth of things has been explained, and he was surprised. He knew it would take a while before he accepted these revelations.
Such a truth, and to think I never knew. This will change everything about my approach.
Master, you seem unwell. We leave tomorrow. You should get some rest. I know I'm not the one to give orders, but please.
No, it has nothing to do with that. It seems there is more to this attack than we knew. The Triumvirate just finished explaining our true objective.
Our true objective? Sovi, what is the meaning of this?
Solvi.
I don't think I'm able to tell you, Halen. They trusted me alone with this information. Perhaps you can visit them on your own time.
It's for your eyes and ears only. Well, technically your ears only.
Typical. Teasing me with information and pulling rank. I want to prove myself, Sovi. I want to be at your side.
Trust me, that would be wonderful. But this is different. It changes everything. It would be better to hear it directly from them.
What, they're trying to take over the whole world?
All right. I have to say, you seem quite distressed. I'll go talk to them, but take my advice and rest.
I'm afraid there's no time for that, Halen. I'm going to speak with the prisoner. He's coming too.
Oh?
Shane is coming with us? Sovi, that doesn't make any sense.
It would. It kind of would, depending on the situation. If the Triumphants want Solvi to bring the prisoner just so that they can get more areas to conquer or find more information about the rebellion, then yeah, that makes sense. It would make sense to bring the prisoner along just so they can get more information, depending on where they're going to.
It seems a run-in with the rebels is likely. To that end, I've come up with a fitting punishment. When you're done with our masters, meet me back here.
Yes, of course. I'm ready to take action at a moment's notice. And now, something tells me we will be.
Oh, interesting. Okay. I looked through all the books, but nothing seems interesting. Everything that Mylus found worth it was already on the table. That and on his little desk by the window facing Valinorth. Must be great to live in a place with such a nice view.
Hey, it's a ladder.
Actually, it's a step ladder. What was that? Why did they just both say, interesting? I examined the table, looking at the scattered pieces of paper. Mylus is deep in his studies, and I really hate to bother him. I want to read some as well, and so I try to grab something he puts aside.
On Valinorth's blood leaves. Though it doesn't look like it at first glance, Valinorth is actually settled high atop the mountains of Alestia. Many believe that it is the spiritual energy that keeps our village and its surrounding areas warm. But the reach of this energy is not infinite, and it cannot affect the colder climate seen in Eastcrown. We don't venture into Eastcrown simply because our bodies would not be able to handle it. Either way, that is a separate story, and I wish to touch upon the blood leaves native to Valinorth. At the very top of the grand tree, for an unknown reason, the leaves grow a crimson red. We have no explanation for this, though some people believe that these are the tears from the departed, trying to reach our physical realm. A superstition, to say the least. Every few years, a gale of cold wind comes from Eastcrown and assaults the canopy of Valinorth. This causes many of the leaves to wilt and fall off. The wind carries these dead leaves on a journey through Alestia's skies, including the aforementioned blood leaves. The rest of the world sees the falling of the blood leaves as an omen, a portent of bad things to come. The sky being painted red with these leaves may look scary to some, but those who live in Valinorth see it as a natural event. The Elder of Valinorth.
Eastcrown is a pretty scary place. I've thought about going there, but I'm too scared. Apparently, it's cold enough to kill you in minutes.
Oh.
The fall of the blood leaves is beautiful, though. I've seen it a couple of times since I was born. Not sure what other purpose Eastcrown serves.
Oof. Yikes. Alright, I'm going to save my game. Man, so a lot has happened. A lot has happened. So we got a big revelation, a huge revelation about everything that's going on, and then now we're set to we're set to a big adventure now. Alright, so I'll save my game from here, which I already did. I believe so. Yes, perfect. And I'll see you guys on the next episode of Winds of Change. Alright, bye-bye.